We are at ASOS HQ and we're waiting to go in and meet some incredible women behind the brand and get a sneak peek into the business. ASOS have just launched a range, which is their new premium collection. And we're going to meet Vanessa Spence, who is EVP of Brand and Creative, to discuss the concept, and also she's been there for nearly 20 years, so it's like a wealth of knowledge. And then we're also going to meet Shazmeen Malik, who is Partner Brands Director and responsible for all of the incredible third-party brands that they have on site. ASOS are obviously at the forefront of online fashion, and we can't wait to go and get a bit of a deep dive on why help. We are kicking it off in the Arrange showroom space. We have got Vanessa Spence here. Do you want to talk us through the collection?
Yeah, so I thought I'd just take you through kind of the current collection, but also like a little bit of the preview.
Yeah.
So this is basically, I don't know, I guess the creative hub of it.
Okay.
The team here, so you've got Ro and Eve.
Hi.
So they are the heart of the embellishment team. I kind of say it's a bit like a French atelier.
Yeah.
Like I think, you wouldn't necessarily realise that this happens in-house. And then basically then the team have an incredible resource in terms of all different kind of beads. They can create lots of different techniques. Essentially they create it by hand. So they start by kind of drawing out ideas. They'll work really closely with the designers.
Yeah.
So we've worked with UK pattern cutters. So here's an example. You've got some toiles. So this is actually the autumn media collection. So this is a real preview.
So do you start on the beading and the textures first, and then you think about how that would then be applied to the texture, or do you start with the silhouettes?
So it can be both. So sometimes it'll be driven by the silhouette, and we know that we want it to be beaded and embellishment, or sometimes it will start from this element in terms of the design.
And how you come up with these ones? Are they something that you've seen, you've got inspiration from? Is it?
So these are actually inspired from that amazing vintage fairs, and we pick up incredible statement pieces and rework them into embellishment.
And I love how you've incorporated so much colour, and it's fun and it's vibrant.
Exactly, and that's kind of the signature of Arrays.
And then once it's kind of gone from this stage, what's then the next? How do you create that then goes on to perfection?
So then this would be the next stage. So you sort of start with the initial phase, sort of thinking about the different placements and the different ideas.
Yeah.
Then really here, this is what Eve's doing. So it's in a bit more detail. You start keying in the different beads that would go and attach to every single component of the artwork.
It's so amazing to see it from inception to all these different elements, because I feel you'd see the finished product like that and you wouldn't have thought, okay, who thought about that individual bead going next to that individual bead, and we're putting it together like a puzzle.
Yeah, and you'll have loads of debates, won't you, over which bead should go next to which bead, or which colour or what tone.
And how do you come up with that in the first place? Does it kind of come to you quite naturally?
I guess it was different depending on what the embellishment is, but sometimes you just kind of think, I want to use these gems, and then how you put them together.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'll mock something up on the frame.
Yeah, so this is a good example to show. So this is something that Eve worked on to get to this final dress here.
Wow. So nice to see something so by hand. Obviously, so many techniques and textures can be supported by technology these days, so to kind of go back to that being that kind of couture experience,
even having this skill in-house, to have people that are absolute experts and making sure that we're keeping that kind of craft going in the UK, I think it's amazing.
But the craftsmanship is so hands-on, but the collection is still really affordable.
100%,
which is amazing.
So we have an incredible network of suppliers that we work with. These guys work really close with them in terms of the bead selection and working with them, and ultimately what we wanted was a really elevated collection, but like you say, is really accessible in terms of price points. So something like this is about £150, and this is incredible. And then the more kind of real statement glam pieces,
And I love that sheer detail.
Technically you could just bead it head to toe, and it could just be solid, and I think that's the additional element in terms of the details of actually, do you know what, let's make that really unique, and let's cut it out at the bottom and add an additional level of detail to it. Or here where you've got the ball bearings, or the different scales of beads, they're so incredible.
They also look really vintage. I don't feel like they feel they're of, and now they could have been somewhere for 20 years ago, 50 years ago. And I think that kind of timeless appeal but something that's really special.
Yeah. So, I mean, these pieces we probably work on about a year in advance. I would say in terms of production, you're probably looking at about sort of like 8 months, because they're all hand beaded. These are like swatches that we're working on, and like you'll use techniques, so they'll match techniques to things and create new ideas. So, you know, if we want to look maybe to think about some sort of Cornelli work and stitch work, we'll look to that and then like recreate it. But it's really good just to have like all the techniques, and then we can kind of find different ways
that's
to...
kind of like your library.
Exactly.
Of what can we do?
That's it. Yeah.
And have you got any favourites from your collection?
It's hard, isn't it? It's like picking your favourite child or something. I mean, this dress is stunning.
Yeah.
That 100% is going to be an absolute signature of the collection. Actually, I've got a preview that I can show you for May that's like a similar kind of signature move on of that dress. But then we'll also take it into the winter season as well and give like amazing new updates.
I loved is the fact that the sequins are the same size.
Yeah, exactly. You could have just done it all as one size, like the bigger paillettes, but actually, like scaling them just makes it really unique.
And you've obviously been at ASOS for
Since 17 years.
Okay, so I mean, and you must have seen so much change to like the retail space and the collection. What's been like the biggest shift that you've seen in the ready to wear as well in that time?
Biggest shift is probably speed, and I think that's the same with fashion across the board. What's nice is I think at ASOS we've got models that's all about speed, but then also like things like this where it is more about that long lead, the craft. It's all about like the design and traveling the globe for inspiration, as well as those things where it's reacting like things like social media trends.
I mean, there's so much to kind of keep on to.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we go look at some of the new?
Should we do that downstairs? Amazing. So this is start of spring summer. So you've basically got a bit of a sense of the spring summer season here. To start with, you've got a range. This is the preview. So this is the dress.
Oh my god, the shape!
I know, isn't it? So you'll see like the V neckline this time.
That is so beautiful. And the drop face.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then like incredible like pawards as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
So like something like this, and like, you know, you could wear it to like in a fairly, but equally you could just pop a pair of trainers on.
Yeah, so nice. The name.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How does that come about?
So the name. So we sort of sat in a room, brainstormed, had a real think about it. We were like, right, well, it's a range.
Yeah.
Bring it together, and then the idea of, you know, arranging collections, about curation, about, you know, how we can bring like the community in and arrange things. And we're like, actually, and the idea that, you know, they are pieces that you should keep forever, so you kind of arrange last season with the next season. So that was, it was nice, really nice. So yeah, gorgeous like lace slit dresses, again with all the embroidery detail. I was obsessed with that. It's amazing, isn't it? I want to go to like Caribbean.
Nice, yeah, just like
some black
just
sandals.
like severe cocktail, sun going
That's
down.
it, wavy hair.
Gorgeous.
Wow,
That is amazing.
Exactly. So it kind of threads through, so amazing detail. So like heavyweight like t-shirts, like quality, and then just really like gorgeous, like so just easy, like the short of the summer. So it's denim short, just really easy.
And so nice to have a collection that embodies like, you know, your occasion wear and then like your classic sweats and jeans as well.
Exactly. That dress is incredible.
Oh my god, the shape on that is amazing.
Exactly. So this was inspired by a vintage postcard that somebody found in a vintage market in America.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
But again, like the silhouette, the detail, like the pleating, it's amazing.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Wow.
So again, like, you know, scarf prints, we know really keep the season, and we have got kind of scarf bandeaus and those sort of pieces, but actually to take it into a dress and actually take pieces of scarf. So the team would have kind of taken pieces of scarf and wrapped them around to get to that silhouette.
Oh my god, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Oh, and the fabric on that, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, really structured. Yeah. So it's almost like that casual take on tailoring. So we know like tailoring is going to be like huge for the season. So you're going to have it in like linen fabrications, but also we like the idea of taking it into those more crisp, casual like fabrics as well. Again, makes it feel really modern. So this is a piece that we've had in since we had it first in December. So it was a whole like masculine dressing, the shirt and tie combination. So what we do is we bring it in on a small unit, so about 200 pieces, and see what the reaction is. And we've actually repeated it now. I think we're about to repeat it for a fourth time.
Oh wow.
It did incredible.
And on something like this, so apart from the range, how long would that then take to go from the design? Like when you guys see a big trend that's coming up, how long does that take them between coming up with the idea to then it being like on the website?
So where a range is like 12 months, like the start point, something like this is weeks. And that took like 3 weeks from like design to on scale.
So Vanessa just told me on our walk down here that she was design employee number 3.
Yes, in design.
When she joined 17 years ago, and now there are
about 130 designers.
which is amazing to see like the growth and scale of the business. So then, in the business now, you said there's 3,000 people.
Yeah.
And when you joined, how many were there total?
So I think when I joined, I think I was employee number 74, something like that. And then by the next week it doubled, and then the next week it doubled. So yeah, I came here, started in 2007, small team, 3 of us, but designing and developing products. And it got to the point where we were like, actually, we can develop and identify these trends ahead of like the celebrities wearing them, and then just started building the team, and very much like based on the idea of like that craft and that design skill and pattern cutting. The team's just grown. We've added like additional brands, so things like Collusion, Reclaim Vintage, and then obviously like the latest one at range. But also like my role, so that's my kind of design element, and then I also oversee the studios as well. So that's all of the in-house studios. So we have 26 studios. We've got 18 in-house. I think about 160 models, and we do about 6,000 model bookings a year.
I'm obsessed with stats like this. That is incredible. You know, ASOS has been the brand that has kind of consistently been at the forefront of online shopping year after year after year. What is it about you guys that you think makes you always at the top of your game and leading the way?
So I think it's a few things. So I think you can see from the products. So I think we've got incredible design teams, incredible like product execution. There is a real focus in terms of like quality and value for money. So I think to get some of these trends at this price point, but also speed as well. So being first for those trends, and like every day it's new product. Every week you'll find something.
And affordable and accessible, as like, you know, inclusive of different sizes. Why I feel like that's such a huge part of what
Exactly. Like even on a range, I think, you know, some of the feedback that we've had is the fact that it is across like all sizes and curves. So that amazing paillette dress that goes up to a size 30. You know, in other brands you wouldn't have that level of inclusivity.
What's your favourite part of your role?
Favourite part? Any meeting with the team. I love like the more like junior members of the team. We love talking to them. I love hearing about like what they think we should be doing, like they think they're missing anything. They always have the best ideas.
Totally. And then final question, what is your trend predictions for spring? What should we be jumping on ahead of the curve?
Ahead of the curve? I mean, I'd say definitely like anything that's folk. If we're going to go slightly more in advance, like further forward into the future, tailoring.
Okay.
100%.
Congratulations, arrangers, so stunning. So you've done amazing.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Shazmeen. I'm the Director of Brands here at ASOS Fashion Brands.
Amazing.
You know, we know that customers love to shop brands. Nobody really wears head to toe one brand anymore, so having that diversity is really, really important. So we pulled together a little edit here to show you some of our more elevated brands, and then also some of our new brands, some of them launching imminently, some of them coming soon, so a bit of a sneak peek. So we pulled together a few things. So in Agam, this is, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, it's this really cool Spanish brand, and they're famous for like really bold, really optimistic, really youthful vibe. I've got some Fourth and Reckless in here. And at the back there, we've got Arquette. And they don't really work with a lot of partners. We're their only wholesale partner. We're their only online global retail partner. So it's a really exciting partnership for us. It's been really, really well received. The way we styled the product, the way we really were able to like show it in the ASOS young, youthful way really resonated.
I feel like that's definitely what you guys do. You add like such a different spin on some of those brands. They've got like their own look and feel. Make it feel more like
exactly,
way, which is great.
So our teams are out there all the time. They're scouring the globe, social media, trying to find like what are the new brands. that'll be right for our customer. And then from all these brands, we actually do an edited curation. So we don't just buy the whole collection. We actually edit and handpick the assortment to make it really relevant for our customer.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know what's going to resonate with your audience better than anyone else.
It's very highly engaged platforms. We want to make sure we're keeping the portfolio dynamic. It's evolving all the time. We want to make sure there's new brands, new edits coming in all the time. So 60 new brands launching this year in the fashion space alone. That doesn't include face and body and sportswear. So that's just in fashion brands.
God, the stats on this are just unbelievable.
Probably saw in the hallway when you came in, Jimmy Fairley just launched.
so
on Friday.
exciting. We are such big Jimmy Fairley fans.
Oh, good. Yeah, we've got some really cool edit there. So a couple of sneak peeks here for you. So we've got JW Poir, which is launching soon. This is a favorite of some of the it girls in LA, LA brand.
So cute. Yeah,
Really nice edit coming from them. And then so coming soon, we'll see them.
Amazing.
And then we're really excited about swimwear actually. Frankie's Bikinis are doing a little collaboration with Bella Hadid.
I can, do you know,
It's amazing.
if you said to me which celebrity is this, I would say Bella Hadid.
It's just so her, isn't it?
Yeah,
And she
so
looks
her,
amazing
so
in the
her.
campaign. So really excited about that.
Really fun.
We launched House of Sunny recently. We're a British-based company. We
Yeah.
want to make sure we protect British brands as well. So this was an amazing launch, and actually we started back to vintage, which was really cool. I don't think everyone knows that ASOS sells vintage, and we do really, really well with vintage. It's a big growing segment for us. We're actually doubling our assortment there because we know how important vintage is to our younger customer. Yeah, and those are Verge Girl.
Oh my God, I love that.
Are they amazing?
Yeah, they're super cool. Really like that.
Very diverse range.
Very
of
diverse.
brands.
And how do you decide what makes it an ASOS brand over something else?
I think the biggest thing for us is relevancy.
Okay.
Like, do we think it's going to be relevant for our customers? So for that, we look at obviously the product, we look at price point, we look at their social reach.
And that must be so exciting as you as well to, pick up a small brand, see they've got real potential, see the potential in their product, and give them that global platform to sell on ASOS, and then completely transform their business model.
Yeah, exactly. And we're one of the few retailers that actually has global reach. So, our core market is the UK and Europe and also the US, but we also ship to 200 markets. So to have that kind of global reach with the amount of customers we have, and really a young female customer as well, is really, it's really special.
Yeah, I mean, it's so impressive to see how much you guys are kind of constantly evolving, getting new brands and getting new stock and getting new trends in. There's always something for your customers.
Exactly, that's the goal. Keep it evolving.
I didn't realise that ASOS has so many amazing beauty brands. I've just seen they've got this Milk Hydra Grip Gel. Katie Jane, who's I'm obsessed with, and loads of amazing makeup artists who I follow on Instagram have been talking about this, and it feels so good. It's really hydrating, really glowy, really nice coverage. That is lush. Charlotte Tilbury and Sam McKnight and MAC. Oh, Sunday Riley. Oh my God, this is the best eye cream ever. Oh, the smell just smells like a good night out.
The best.
When you talk about like turnover and obviously how much product is like coming in and going out, how do you approach that kind of the negative discussions around fast fashion and how much product is coming to market?
Well, we really focus on buying the right amount to sell out. We're focused on not more and more product, but actually buying the product to have a clean sell-through.
Yeah.
We don't want excess product at the end of the season. It's not a healthy model for us or for the environment. So we're really focused on buying the right amount, buying less, tighter cover, higher sell-through, and trying to keep the newness flowing by just buying the right amount of the product.
That your buyers know what your customers are responding to. So
Yeah,
they
completely.
support her.
And our buyers are really, they know the customer really well. And on the branded side, the buyers know the brands really well too. So they really are able to spot a bestseller and try and buy it right. And we don't always get it right. And when we don't get it right, we just try to learn from that and make the adjustments as quickly as possible.
It's so nice to like meet the people behind it because again, like, you're such a huge platform. That's so full of product, like, to get that across and to meet you guys and see the product and see what goes into it is so inspiring to see. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for being here. It was lovely to have you guys.
So that was so amazing. What we didn't get on camera is that they've got a gym, they've got a beauty salon, you can get spray tans and beauty treatments all day long. It's so amazing. But so inspiring. All the women that we met, that you can tell there's such an incredible creative energy there. There's such a high retention rate because it feels like such a fun place to work. And the thing that stayed with me most was when Vanessa said that the thing she loved most is working with young young talent and seeing what they want to bring to the forefront and being inspired by them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. Do let us know in the comments where you want us to go next.